Welcome everyone. It is D&D night, and this is Borg here. I come. Uh, what the fuck are you doing? Anyways, Borg and Donnie, or Donnie and I, are gonna be, trying to move along on the campaign set by Manbear. Uh, yeah, I'm completely butchering this, but I can crop it so it sounds fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Anyways, this is what, week 2 or 3 that we're on. No, we're on like
Or I think
4 or 5 that we're on Barntome. Yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna give you a recap. That's Gnome Face's job. So whenever they're ready, we can jump back in. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to get that done so I can like cut that off, and then whatever we talk about in between.
I butchered that.
I did fine.
Fine.
It's still probably gonna be better than your recap.
I see how it is.
I mean, that's for the viewers to decide. Comment down
Joke's
below.
on you.
Comment down below if that was better than Gnome Face or the Man Bears recap.
Joke's on you. The man bear wrote his recap this time. He's got it scripted out. It's going to be epic.
Stop lying.
Said if you just hype him up, it's just gonna get worse. But yeah.
Are you on?
Is this the point where you recap?
Is it?
I believe now is a good time for that.
I didn't know if we were chatting still.
I mean, I interrupted Donnie, like checking out his muscles. So unless you want to go back to that, I'd say start your recap.
Could go back to that.
No, we're not going back to that. Okay, so recap. Recap of all recaps of Doom. Anyway, so the group left off yesterday. They started yesterday. Wow. See, you're bad luck today, Bork. Now I'm fucking shit up. Last week, the group finally got ready for their big epic battle. But due to some RPing, role playing, and some other unforeseen circumstances, it ended up taking a little longer to get into the battle than I had originally planned. So we had to cut it short, and we come back to Sarah and Drucilla mid-battle. They got a few gnolls left alive and a 16-foot tall frost giant to deal with. Let's see how things turn out, shall we?
I like the sound of that. Wait,
Yeah.
isn't he on fire?
Yeah, he
No.
lit his beard on fire.
Oh,
I
well.
thought I lit his chest.
Well, chest beard area. If you look at the picture, his beard is the size of his chest.
Huh.
Yeah, us bearded bros, we gotta hold it out, man.
All right.
Okay, well.
Okay,
I'm
so
lighting him on fire.
that was where we ended it, which was Sarah's turn, which actually brings us to the Frost Giant's turn.
Did you set up a turn order?
Yeah, there's Drucilla, then you, then the enemies. I didn't put it on the thingy, I just remembered. Used my brain, you know?
Wow. Impressive.
What's up, bud?
I thought that was
You
a
wanna
bad
come sit with
idea
me?
since suck at remembering and stuff.
Great, boys talking. Yeah, buddy. Daddy wants to play his D&D. You want to come sit with Daddy or not?
Sucks so bad at remembering. I probably just have people re-roll turn order.
I think I've done that, but like it's because you guys like rolled initiative at the end of the session,
This
and we
is
actually
my
did
boy's
start.
schoolwork,
Oh.
so everybody in the lovely internet world can see my son's beautiful art.
Oh.
It said drawing.
So yeah, Snow Giant's up. Frost Giant, sorry. He's gonna kick this final kobold into this groups of peoples. So Drucilla, you are in charge of this groups of peoples. So roll a d20 for me.
10.
Hey. How much? Whoa, 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 whoa. Bad buttons. How much life does this guy got left? So this guy takes 20 damage.
That doesn't sound good. Which guy?
Your frontliners.
All of them?
Well, you only have 2 frontliners right now. They also get pushed back. But this poor Knoll exploded. And then for his movement, he is going to step up. 1, 2, 3, here. And then this guy is going to try to get out again because he's stuck in a pit. Ooh, 21. He manages to get out. And that'll end the turn of the enemies. So, Drusilla, you are up with you and your pikemen.
Okay, which of my pikemen are relatively uninjured?
This guy, that guy, that guy, that guy. The whole middle row, basically.
Okay. Okay. I'm actually going to step forward. Is my path open?
That-
No, it's still a 5-foot gap. Like you can try to jump it if you want, but there's nothing closing it.
Hmm. I'm gonna. I'm just gonna cast Shadow Smite on it.
That's doable. Roll your attack.
That's plus intelligence for hit.
Yes.
Nat 20.
You do not succeed. Well, actually, no. Never mind. You rolled a nat 20. So I'm going to give it to you, even though my D100 was shit. So you roll damage, but you're not going to get double damage. You're
Just
just going to
like
get regular damage. Sorry, my bad. My bad.
I was just like, I'm never gonna turn this to a skill. Oh wait, hold on.
Why would you roll a d20 for damage?
To
Don't
confuse
think
you.
about it.
So, you're focusing on casting it, and you see a giant shadow. So you're like, there's no way I can fuck this up. And you're kind of right. But you really only, your cockiness kind of gets the better of you. And what would have been pretty much an easy shot becomes a little bit harder. And you kind of like prick his toe with his own shadow.
Like, hey, what are you over there? This is the main gate. Why are you? I'm also really confused. I'm like just shouting at him. I'm right here.
You should move that guy by that.
Because I did
that-
the whole eye to eye thing. Like I did the me you like. Oh, why is he ignoring me? I'm being brushed off here.
Sarah, you're up.
Finally. I'm just no, just messing.
Finally.
Do you want me to
Really?
do me or the archers first?
Either way.
Is he trying to climb the wall?
You do not know. You just know that he moved over here.
Can all my archers hit him?
Well, they can roll to hit him, yes, but that doesn't mean they're going to hit him.
Is he in the range of all my archers?
Well, yeah, he's 15
Okay.
foot tall.
That was my question. I just want to make
What?
sure.
You don't roll 20 for damage unless you're really strong. Owen just messed up.
Oh,
Yeah, Owen was being silly. Okay, what are you doing?
All my archers are attacking him.
They all miss. It kind of like clinks off his armor, and kind of like skitters off his
I
clothes.
thought you said he's 15 foot tall. How does a 15-foot tall person?
It's not that they necessarily miss. It's just the arrows don't do anything. They don't hit anywhere where it does any damage. Like I said, it plinks off his armor or his skin, and it's kind of like slides off of him.
All right. Do I see all the spots that the arrows are hitting? Can I discern whether or not that it's actually doing damage, or if I discern a weak spot?
Unless you want to roll an actual like perception check into him, which I would allow as a free action since you're just looking.
Damn, I should have done that.
Is this charisma?
I can see that little tree up there. Right there.
Um,
See that little tree up there.
how's my charisma still at a +1? 17.
Nice. You can see that it's not necessarily where they're hitting. It's kind of like the angle of their shots is off, and they're all a little freaked out, so they're not getting a proper draw on their bow. More than anything like a specific weak spot.
I think to
Ready?
myself, these guys are being
Let's
wusses.
move
So I call out. I'm
that
like,
guy.
everyone. I know it's
That little
big.
guy,
I know it's
that
scary.
little guy, and the
But
big
the
guy.
harder you hit it,
The little
the
guy goes
faster we can
over
get to
the
our
big guy's
normal
head.
lives. So I want to run to like here.
You want to do what? Sorry. Run there? Yeah, that's fine.
Um, do I have something in my? Yeah, I'm gonna use the new bow. So I can do. Oh no, I'm gonna use the one that Drucilla modified. I'm gonna do 6 attacks. So rapid shot and then or multi rapid shot.
I gotcha. I get it.
60, 20. Was it +5? Wait, 4.
What?
No, +6. Okay.
That do it.
A
So,
mid-20s, a
so
9,
the little
a
guy
21, a 22,
by the
an
big
11, and a 19.
huh? It's like
I'm guessing 4 of them hit. Oh, I didn't
Said
hear you.
free hit. Sorry.
I didn't hear you. 19 damage.
So it is now this guy's turn. After that barrage of arrows from Sarah, he kind of like screams, and you see like a layer of frost encased his body. And then as it encases his body, it actually goes down his hand and covers his axe, making what was, a good 2 meter long axe now a good 3 meter long axe. And then
Did,
he, what?
did he take any fire damage? Or is that on his turn?
That's on his turn.
Okay.
And it went out when the frost hit over him. I was getting to that. So the frost covering him puts out the fire, as well as turns his axe into a 3 meter axe, which is 9 feet for us Americans. And he grabs his axe in both hands and swings down, and he's hitting basically where this guy is in a straight line. A 19 definitely hits your archer.
Oh no.
That's up to you.
Minimum
Well, I
damage.
know it does. For 12 damage. That's 12 base damage. So minus 12. And then. Why do I keep pushing D twice? 2 frost damage. Wow. 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 Holy shit. This guy is alive, but like barely.
Which one?
The one right in front of him.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah,
you didn't quite ping it. Gotcha.
Very, very barely alive. Like he's got frostburn all over him. The axe swing like cleaved down and like took a layer of his skin off. He's not in good condition. Oh, buddy.
Show you how the little one is.
No, buddy, not right now. Okay, Daddy's got to keep going. Okay, bud. Thank you. You can show me when I set up the next map. Okay, I'll let you help me do that. Careful. You get your knee. That ends his turn. Oh wait, no, sorry. I got this guy. Bam. Sorry, Drucilla, make an agility check. Backslash, not period. There we go.
Net 1.
Yeah, you fail. Bam, bam, bam.
What's this guy doing?
Okay, you take 6 damage. This guy jumps over the chasm right into you with his axe head, and you take 6 damage.
Hey. Hey,
Now,
that's
now it is Drusilla's turn.
rude.
That's what she gets.
I'm gonna swing twice at him because I at the point where I need to start conserving MP, and I'm surrounded by pikemen, so they should be able to help me out here. 20 plus
Broke his foot.
plus 4. So I get to swing twice with my standard action, right?
What in the hell did you roll?
He rolled a D204.
Yeah, that's not what you rolled, man.
I meant D20 plus 4. 2D20 plus 4. Well, 16 for my first swing. For my
16
second.
hits. 16 hits, 13 does not.
Okay, so I deal
Hmm.
4 damage.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
And then my pikemen surround him and finish him off gloriously. I don't know what happens. They're going to surround and attack him.
Roll attack.
For all of them?
Yeah, they're okay. So this is how I'm gonna word this.
I like to do the next map.
Oh, you'll help me do the next map, yes. Okay, so this guy and this guy are still stunned from getting a kobold exploded in their face, and they're kind of dizzy, so they can't really move, which ends up blacking the other pikemen, and they don't get through to help you out very well.
Can't they
What button?
still hit?
You rolled a 6, so no, they don't.
Okay, well, that was my standard action. Can I use my bonus action to at least do knowledge monster?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to do
You have
knowledge.
another standard action as well.
Oh, I could use that to swing my weapon again?
Yeah, you get two. regular actions, man. Why do you keep forgetting this?
I don't know. It just sounds too good to be true.
We get 2 actions in all of our campaigns. The
Okay.
21 hits, the 12 does not.
I rolled 9 damage on him this time.
Oh, just enough. Just enough to kill him.
Haha, that's
So
what you get.
how I imagine this before Drucilla goes on her clearly outrageous rant. Drucilla swings once after taking a battle axe to the shoulder, hits him, but kind of scrapes his side, and she's like, "Oh, freak it out! Pikemen, kill him!" But her pikemen are all disoriented and discombobbled, so they fail. So she freaks out a little bit more and swings fervently 2 more swings and manages to nick an artery, so the thing dies.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. I am freaking out. Pikeman, kill it, kill it. They're all
That's
like,
how I picture
oh.
Drusilla doing that.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
And then afterwards, striking her up pose and going on with whatever you were about to say.
Ha! That's what you get for challenging the great Drusilla Gravemore.
Yeah, that's exactly how I picture Drusilla. Sarah, you're up.
So I want to go up next to this guy,
Daddy,
hand him
you
a health potion, and say, "Here, chug this."
the 2 double yellow.
Roll for a health potion. But
Stayed inside of it, and someone tried to grab it when someone does this
6
when
points of
someone
HP.
follows them, and if someone
I want to have everyone attack
grabs the ball, and then the
for
person
with the 12.
catches the ball.
especially now with the frost coating him, you actually hear like the metal pink against the frost. They do not have enough strength to penetrate his frost armor at this rate.
Oh.
Unless they manage to get a lucky shot.
Um.
We used to follow him, but the ball was
All right. Well,
hey,
what's my max?
he does it before us.
Okay. I want to cast Volcanic Storm. With the size of him, that's up to you to determine like how many times he would get hit. Um. So
doing this,
it's
right?
cylinder 20-foot radius.
Mhm. Well, I would keep it at his regular damage and hit, to be honest. I mean,
I mean, that's not fair. He's also
it's,
it's
it
also
is,
40 feet high.
but if you have multiple people in the area, they all get hit for the same damage. It's not
Yeah,
my fault you're targeting one big guy.
but he's the size of like 4 people, at least 4 people, so he should get hit 4 times.
I'm not giving you that because that's way too much damage.
It's
That
a
spell
level.
already hits for 3d6 damage.
It's level 1. It's only 2d6.
And a d6 of fire.
D. Oh yeah, d6. So 15 damage.
We got it.
Yes, it's like unavoidable. So
I mean, you could. That's up to you. I thought you were rolling reflex every time.
I mean, he's
for
a
that
big
one,
boy. He's-
I do reflex for the thunderball and for the fire orb, but not for volcanic storm because it affects the entire terrain.
What is he afraid of? A little bit of damage? He's probably got a huge health pool. He's supposed to be tanky, right?
I'm not talking about his health pool because you're not getting that kind of info. And I'm just saying, I'm not giving Sarah 12d6 worth of damage. I don't care how strong you are. That's enough to almost kill a dragon if you get enough sixes out of it.
As long
Um,
as he takes some damage.
12d5's max roll is 60, so 12d6 max roll is 72 damage. That's not enough to kill a dragon. That's like a quarter of its health.
Well, quarter of its health.
Kenny's got a point. Like, I mean, it needs to take damage if it's in it. I'm for that, but due to its sheer size, it probably has thick skin. As long as it's taking damage, it would make sense. It doesn't need to take an absorbent amount of damage.
It is now its turn.
Hey, I'm not done with my turn.
You moved. You gave that guy a thingy.
Oh, that was an action. I thought that was a
Oh
bonus
no,
action.
no, I won't make that an action. You gave him a potion and made him drink it. That's fine.
Um. Yeah, I'll cast the thundercloud as well. 2 casts in 1 turn. You can take penalty to that if you wish.
Two basic actions. Be rolling reflex for that.
Close enough. Since this only lasts for 1 turn. And I gotta get a level. I gotta get these to level up.
Okay.
So
So now
is-
it's your turn.
now it's whose turn?
You know what? It's the monster's turn. He's just gonna tank the thundercloud. So roll thunder damage again.
Two.
A 21, I'm imagining hits you. A 14, does that hit you?
Nope.
Okay. This guy.
First casualty?
I forgot to put the +5 on there. You take 8, and this guy's dead. And then you also take 10 frost damage. So 18 total. And then he lets out a bellowing roar. And as he kind of like screams at you, you see this cloud of frost, like encase. Draw shape, circle. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna freehand it because it's a cone. Oh, that's red. I don't want red. I wanted blue, you butthole.
Red is such a scary color. Get rid of that.
So he bellows out, this frost cloud. Bam. Bam. You don't take damage, but your movement speed is halved inside the frost cone, and you have a -2 to all hit rolls inside the frost cone. And now it is Drucilla's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm imagining like I'm kind of I see him do that bellow. I'm like kind of like a little perturbed, and shivering a little bit. And the pikemen next to me are kind of like looking at me. One of them like almost like elbows me, like, "Hey, hey." I'm like, lower the drawbridge. I won't be showing up.
No drawbridge. We went over this last time. I'm sure you've forgotten. But basically, it's like a pull-away bridge that they remove before the battles, and they tuck away, and then they put back out after the battles. So you got to jump it if you want to get over there. It's only a
Okay.
5-foot gap. You can jump it pretty easy.
I'm gonna jump it. I got really bad luck though. But hey, got +4 agility, so I'm gonna try it. All the pikemen kind of like are nudging me. Don't want to look like, a turd, so I'm gonna jump. 15.
You jump it.
Okay. What room for actions do I have after that?
So basically, as of right now, because it's not Sarah's turn yet, this entire area is a mixture of fire and thunder. but you got 2 basic actions, so do what you do.
Okay. I'm going to use Knowledge Monster because I really want to know if what I'm going to try next is going to work. Might need a really high roll to glean any useful information. We're going to try it. 14.
What are you trying to glean?
So I want to imbue a weapon with a debuff and strike it, and I want to know if that would be a viable strategy by what I know of this monster.
You don't know enough about frost giants to know whether or not your debuff will stick or not.
Okay. Well, hey, is that at least a use towards Knowledge Monster? All right. I'm happy with that, and that's pretty much probably my turn, unless I can taunt.
You sure can. I mean, and you still have a basic action, so you're welcome to taunt.
Is that Charisma?
Yes.
It is. Right, I should have known. Back in my head, I did know. A nat 1 on my taunt.
This is how I picture it. You're welcome to correct me because it's your character. You use knowledge monster on it. You're looking it up and down, but you can't figure out what you want to figure out, and you're kind of a little shaking because you see this 15-foot giant standing in the middle of a cloud of thunder and in a land ravaged by fireballs. It's just yelling in Sarah's face. So you pee a little and go, "Hey, hey, hey, over here, fight me." That's how I picture it.
And then I nod and give the little thumbs up gesture to all the pikemen looking at me, hopefully.
That works. Totally works. Okay, Sarah, your turn. Which means I can't click them. Why can't I click them? Those are gone.
Um. All right. I'm gonna try something stupid. So I I have a hemp rope, and I'm gonna tie it to one of my arrows, and I'm gonna shoot using my new bow because it's supposed to do twice as much uh power, pretty much.
Damage.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna tie that to the guy and try to shoot it like at him to get stuck like in him. But if I miss, I want to miss like high, so it like wraps around him or goes over the top of him, type of thing.
Yeah, you just being completely honest here. You're gonna have to roll really high for either one of those. One, he's covered in frost armor, and two, you've never really done trick shots with your bow before, so it's not high.
You know, I
So I look at it this way: you're covered in a mist of basically frost giant bad bo breath. And you're like, you know what, I'm gonna get out of this. You tie your rope on, you go to shoot, and you're like, even if I miss, it'll wrap around him. But the breath kind of blows the arrow to the side, and it just kind of like pitters to the ground.
still don't understand how a 13 misses a 15-foot person.
Because she's got frost breath on you. You can
Um,
be technical all you want about it. The rolls don't lie, man.
um, yeah. So I'm gonna pull use the second part to pull the arrow back.
Okay. You pulling the arrow back? I'll
Yeah.
give you that. Is that gonna be the end of your turn then?
Would chugging a health potion be a passive action?
It's fine.
Okay.
You can only do it once per turn though.
Yeah, that's fine. I have plenty. I might as well start using them.
Put that alchemy to good use.
That's a 2. Professional. Wait. D8 plus 3. Okay. Okay.
Did he roll? Okay, this guy's turn. So he cuts off his gel. So there's still the mist is still in the air. Um, again, half movement, and it lowers your accuracy a little bit. But he sees this pitiful thing on the ground, so it charges you. Roll an acrobatics or an agility check. Sorry, roll an agility check.
14.
14. Okay, you're good enough that you don't get stepped on, but just barely. So you're like shaking as this giant runs up to you and then swings his giant fucking axe down at you.
All right.
Oh, you got lucky. Nat 1. So he swings his big axe at you, but he misses because he was running and he's kind of stupid. And he chops it down into the ground next to you. But he's going to also pull it up. So roll another agility check.
That one.
Wow. Okay. So we kind of balance each other out there. As he's pulling it out, you're still all shaken up from him charging at you, and you actually kind of fall in this like 2-foot crevice that he left in the ground next to you as he pulls his axe out. So for your next turn, you'll be prone.
Okay.
I mean, that'll end my turn. You're up.
Uh, by the way, size does matter. I know you guys give Donnie Danger shit for that, but it so does. Um,
Well,
it,
Donnie Danger isn't a 15-foot tall frost giant.
he wishes he were. Anyways, I tell my pikemen as I'm trying to get out of the hole, step forward and stab him. He's right there. As I'm trying to climb my way out of the hole.
For your pike man.
Okay. A 7.
They're trembling, but they do step forward and they poke at him, but it's nowhere near enough to pierce his armor.
Okay. What do I roll to get out of this hole?
Well, you can stand up without having to roll, but it just takes your movement, so you can't move. Um, or you could sacrifice the basic action and move if you choose to run away.
I sacrifice my movement action to get up and stand my ground. And how much mana would it cost to imbue my weapon with Ray of Exhaustion and swing 4 times? Or twice?
You can only swing twice this round, and it would cost into your weapon plus the cost of Ray of Exhaustion. Look at your character sheet, man. I don't
Okay.
memorize your costs.
I know we talked about this like one time. I wasn't sure if it would count as 2 spell casts or 1.
Cost you have to the cost of imbue weapon and the cost of your spell, and then after that, it's just the cost of keeping up the imbue.
Okay, I'm going to imbue weapon with Ray of Exhaustion because this shit never hits as is. So I might as well get multiple swings. And I'm fighting for more than myself, so I need to give some debuffs. Ooh. Is. Okay. Uh, 2d20 plus 4. Either of those hit?
You bounce off his frost armor.
Even the 17?
Yep.
Okay. Uh okay, having used my movement action, my imbue, and my 2 attacks, do I have any room for actions afterwards?
Really, no, unless you have a free action of a sort.
Nope. Maybe knowledge monster.
You already tried that. I'm not going to give you it every turn.
Nope, got nothing.
Okay,
End of
Sarah,
turn.
you're up.
Fuck. Okay, try not to cough there. Nailed it.
Nice.
I'm gonna try the same thing since I already have the arrow tied up. I pull back the arrow and then I want to launch it at the guy again, hoping that his back is a easier target.
Oh, you managed to
Nat
sink it
20.
into his shoulder. Yeah, I'll give you that. You sink the arrow into the back of his shoulder. Roll damage for the arrow.
Um, D6 plus 3. I guess it's a double damage with both basic actions.
Yeah, that's right. You're using your full bowl,
Mm-hmm.
your full draw. Yep, gotcha. Well, you could still move or chill there. Up to you.
I want to tell everyone else shoot at it, the other 4 archers,
Go for it.
and
Go for him.
I tell them shoot until I come back.
Are you to clarify before? Yeah, they don't. Um, before it becomes the monster's turn, you're holding on to the rope, right?
Still have my movement. It depends on what you're allowing me to do after this.
Well, you can move. What are you planning on doing?
Can I So I don't know if it's gonna be an action or a movement action.
Well, describe it, and I will just.
Yeah, I was about to, but then I started coughing. I want to jump off the wall and use my momentum to swing up onto the giant's like shoulder.
Agility before you move. So you jump off the wall, and you're sailing down. You don't manage to quite get up on the monster, but you're kind of like wall climbing its back as it switches into its turn. So,
Okay.
bam. Okay, so it is now the monster's turn. It really.
You gotta assert dominance.
I mean, technically I'm on his back, so I'm not like I'm sure in the same space as him.
Okay, fine, be that way. Anyway, he feels the arrow enter into his shoulder because it was a really powerful shot. So he slaps his hand back and he kind of gets the rope in between his 2 fingers. Make a strength check, Sarah.
Do I want to hold on to it or do I want to drop it?
So your acrobatics is much better than your strength. As he grabs it, he kind of like whips it a little bit. Now make an acrobatics check.
Oh, this is going downhill with every roll.
Yeah, it is. Your numbers are getting smaller and smaller. So as he grabs it and flips it, you're Sarah. You're cocky. You're the strider. You think you can flip over and land on his shoulder and let go in time, but your hand kind of gets caught in the rope, and you're still holding on to it, but he kind of like flips you around and you slide down it a little bit, and you're now on the ground. You you take 2 falling damage basically. But you're now like prone with your hand caught in this rope underneath him. And after that, he is going to swing at the gnat chopping at his ankles. 22. I imagine a 22 hits, Drusilla.
Yes. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
You take 14 damage
That's not that bad.
and then 8 frost damage.
Okay, this is pretty shitty.
So and then this one here disappears. But he yells again. Again, anybody caught in the cloud now has a lowered accuracy, half movement speed. And it is now Drucilla's turn.
By half, do you mean I wouldn't be able to move 1, 2, 3 spaces?
Basically, moving this one space costs you 10 feet instead of 5 feet, and this one as well will cost you 10 feet instead of 5 feet. So that's 20 feet. You would only have 10 feet left.
I could get out of this.
Yes, but you would also be breaking combat, which would give me an attack of opportunity.
I need to maintain my concentration spell. I'm going to swing. I'm going to move up once. I'm going to swing twice at him. I mean, 4 times at him. All 4 swings. What's the penalty to hit?
This one.
Different game of roll 20, roll 17, and roll 16. All those 3 numbers. They have hop, jump,
Do any of those hit?
20 has
22
draw.
does.
Okay, I successfully land a Ray of Exhaustion debuff on him. And damage.
And we do have.
You do not successfully land a ray of exhaustion on him.
Serious?
His constitution like batters away the ray of exhaustion, but you do still do damage.
10 damage. Well, that's only 5 MP at least, so.
Well, you don't have to spend the cost of ray of exhaustion anymore.
I know.
It's just the 1 MP to imbue.
Just a 1 for imbue. Okay.
I
I thought it was 5.
It was a 5. I don't remember, man. I don't memorize your.
I'll take the 1.
Cost 1 MP per turn, man.
Okay. Excellent. This is working out.
Anyway, Sarah, your turn. So you can either sacrifice a basic action to stand up or sacrifice a movement action to stand up. Your choice.
Am I still attached to the rope?
Yeah, your hand is still in the rope. You're kind of like your hand is kind of like caught in a loop of sorts, but you're on the ground.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll use one to get up, and the other one I'm gonna try sprinting like kind of opposite direction to get tension, or like towards that way
Sacrifice the basic action so you can
to
run.
bounce back. Say what?
So you're gonna sacrifice a basic action so that you can get back up, so you can run for a movement action.
I was thinking of movement, and then my actual action would be me running here to like get tension on the rope and spring it back up, so it can like pull me back up in the air.
Make any sense? Your logic makes no sense to me.
Either way, I get an action and a movement action. Does it work with combining those two? Okay.
Sure. Right. We'll go with it. Roll and an agility, strength and an agility.
Can I just roll my pikeman hit?
Pikeman's not going to be able to hit him, man. Trust me.
Oh.
Which one's
Unless you
first?
roll in that 20. Strength goes first.
So
you get a
unnatural 20 and a 14.
Yeah, it would be a 21.
My strength is only a +3, so it's an unnatural 20.
Why did you do +4?
Because I wanted to just roll 2d20.
Oh, okay.
Either way, I was adding one or
why are
subtracting
you
one.
making my life so complicated tonight, man? Why must you be complicated?
Me?
Anyway, yes, you.
Why must you throw a frost giant when it's only just the two of us and we're like level 8?
Because I told you both I was gonna kill you, and you both were like,
You
"You'll be
complained.
fine."
You complained when you brought someone else on, and I gave you like 8 level 1 archers. And you're like, oh yeah, we add one person, you throw us like 10 people, and you throw us one like level 20 level 15 enemy.
challenge rating 12. Thank you very much.
We're
That's
level
think
8.
Frost.
I don't think it's as bleak as you think, Dan. I think we could still take this guy.
Anyway, so you managed to you stood up pretty well. You kept you kind of actually tied your grip better. Secure but not trapped anymore. And you do your little run and jump thing. Are you trying to get back on him again?
Yeah. I'm just trying to use it to, instead of climbing from like the foot, like boost and pull myself up to like his side, like
Well, I
hip.
would say you managed to like get up onto him again, like kind of like where his knee is, and like you got a little bit of a flat platform. So you have one basic action left, so you can attack him if you choose.
Um, sure, why not? I'll swipe him with my short sword.
Okay, make your roll. As you're running and jumping, you pull out your short sword and you kind of like swipe it across. But with the momentum, you're not really getting a lot of penetrating power, so it kind of like scores against his armor, but it doesn't really do anything to him.
All right.
And it's his turn now. So he's gonna take his free hand and he's gonna try to like smack you
As you
since you're on his knee.
Me?
He misses.
No, Sarah, I haven't even rolled yet. He
Oh,
does
he
miss.
misses.
He rolls in that one. He misses. And then he's gonna swing his axe with his other hand down at Drucilla, and he hits.
Yeah, he does. +8.
His strength is insane. You take 12 regular damage and 9 frost damage. And then it's your turn.
12 plus 9, 21. Oh boy. Hold on, I need a moment. Don't worry, Sarah, if I hit him, our archers and pikemen will only need to roll a 19 to attack him. I, oh, that's me thinking meta. Oh, everything's fine. This is fine. 2 nat 20s.
Uh-huh.
14, nat 20, nat 20, and 14.
He needs to roll Constitution twice.
No, I'm doing it now.
That's 15
15 and an 8.
for damage. Oh, 15 and 8? No, the 8's not gonna pass. So he's got ray of exhaustion. He's exhausted. He's all tuckered out. And he's taken,
I got it. I read it.
yep, 20 damage. Right?
Nice.
Yeah. And my pikemen, attack! Attack! All of you. Why hey, there's a lot of you.
He's only in front of one grid. Only one person can reach him where he's
Oh,
at.
okay. Well,
That reminds me, my archers didn't attack.
No, they didn't.
okay. 12 for the pikemen.
Yeah, that doesn't succeed.
Hey, it's worth a shot.
Yeah. Okay. Sarah, you're up.
Before I forget, archers attack.
Good call.
They all miss.
Yeah, they do.
The frost breath is there.
Both of them are frost breath. Yeah.
So I want to climb up.
Okay. Roll agility.
Twice.
You're You're trying to climb up, but you're kind of slipping. I'm not going to say you fall. You keep your position, but you can't really get a good footholding on the frost armor that's covering
Can,
him.
can I use my sword as like an ice pick? Okay. Oh, I completely forgot. I
Got
handle
what?
that. So is that just my movement or is that my action?
That was just your movement.
Also, DM, don't forget, he's exhausted.
I know. I read it. I know what it does.
Okay. So I'm like, well, shit. I'm stuck after moving up a little bit. So I want to bust out, cast my flame blade, and I'm assuming I'm near his butt area.
I figure you're on his knee.
I
Like,
start. I started on his knee. Did I not
yeah,
go
and
up?
you didn't go anywhere. You rolled a 7.
Oh, well, I figured I went a little bit.
No, I said you maintain your position, but you don't get to go up very far because you're slipping on the frost armor. You just stay where you are at. Those were the words I used.
Well, okay. I cast my flame blade to use to hit him then, or do I get 2 attacks?
You would get 2 attacks, but why would you roll damage after only rolling a 12 for a hit?
I was, mm, I wasn't. I just rolled it based on just cause, in case I did hit.
Is it your goal today just to make my life harder? Anyway, neither one of those
Yes.
hit. You kind of bounce off his frost armor. Though the flame blade does seem to go a little bit farther into the armor, it doesn't quite get in. But your regular blade just kind of bounces off.
Okay. Um.
Frost turn.
Yeah. I guess I can't do anything after that.
Nope. Okay, so he's gonna try to swat you off again. And he rolled a 9, so he misses. He's gonna take his big ass axe and roll down at Drucilla again. For a 23.
Definitely hits.
Definitely hits. You take 12 basic damage. And 10 frost damage.
Not good. I'm on my last legs. One more clean hit will do me.
That is the end of his turn. So Drusilla, you are up.
I'm gonna move on up. 1, 2, 3. Should have enough movement to do that without incurring an attack of penalty.
Yeah, I don't really know why you're doing it though, but go for
Get
it.
rid of out of his cone of frost,
Good idea. Never mind. I stand corrected.
and also maybe my pikeman would have flanking or backstab, some sort of bonus.
No.
Anyways, this is horrifying. I'm going to use bleeding minion
Why?
because I want him to take the hit instead of me.
Oh. I want to
No,
stop you right there because you're going to waste an action summoning your minion, which doesn't even have a taunt skill. And there's no guarantee that there's any way for your minion to even pull a micro fraction of aggro from what you've done, since you've done most of the damage to this guy in the last little bit.
this
So
freaking
don't
sucks.
don't
Okay,
don't even waste the attempt at doing it.
okay. I'm gonna imbue my weapon with shock and grasp. May as well pull out the big guns here. Imbuing shock and grasp. 15. I get 2 swings. +4. I'm not in his field, so I get full effect.
You rolled in that one.
D2, D20. I misrolled.
Still rolled.
I didn't even type in the right numbers. I rolled like a 1. I don't know how it calculated that.
I don't know either.
Well, let me re-roll since I'm pressing wrong numbers. /R 2D20, right? I'm not missing
Oh, I
something.
can't see your screen, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, either way,
Yeah, you missed with both of
I am crapping my pants right now.
them. Sarah, your turn.
See, I'm not scary. What are you looking at me for?
All right, archers attack. Since I hope they're following orders. um, and then I'm gonna try climbing up once again.
Agility.
Wow, Donnie gave me his rolls.
Yeah, you got shitty rolls tonight, man. Yeah, similar results here. You're still trying to climb up. What I will do, since you did mention it last turn, if you want to use one of your basic actions as a sort of attack plus like an ice pick, you can roll for attack and see if you can stick your blade in, which will let you go up at least a little bit. Otherwise, if you don't want to, you can stick around on his knee.
13.
Is that your
We're
fire sword or your regular sword?
trying to get any distance upwards because this knee
Yeah.
is not working out.
I get it for you, but fire sword or regular sword?
Uh,
In my new
does it matter?
Ooh. Yes, it matters in my decision making.
I'm going regular sword because I figured if it's
Like
frost, it would
a
melt the
new
fire sword, and plus
map.
I have to pay to keep the fire sword out.
Ta-da. Okay. Yeah. Regular sword. Fine. You stick it in. You kind of climb up a little bit. You're like belly button ish range now, holding on to his big ass belt buckle.
Okay,
But
I'm on
okay.
his backside though, right?
No, you're on his front.
I thought I was on
Unless
his back.
I told you you're on his knee.
Yeah, I thought it was the back of the knee.
How do you stand on the back of a knee?
I don't know. That's why I was confused. How do I stand on the front of a knee?
You look at the picture. You see how it's kind of bent.
Oh, well, I could be standing on his calf muscle behind it. I don't know. I was climbing up the backside of his body, and you're like, you're on
You
his knee.
said
Like, all right.
you said you pulled the rope taut and kind of like used it to fling yourself. I figured that flinging yourself around that you can't really. It's not a rubber rope. It's not going to fling you straight at his back.
Well, the
So I
first
took
time
it.
I said I was trying to swing around, and you put me on his back, so I'm like,
That's
all
because you
right, well,
rolled a
that's fine.
16 in an
Okay.
agility check. So I figured you jumped off, but you didn't quite get the swing. So you kind of like, because you shot the arrow into the back of his shoulder. You didn't quite get the swing, so you were kind of dangling from the rope on his back. And then you fell down. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to pull the rope tight and I'm going to run and swing up. And you rolled good enough that I let you run and swing up. But I figured, he ran and swung up, not slinkied somehow onto his back. What, buddy?
No, I was specifically saying I was trying to like pull it taut and bounce backwards towards it.
1 plus
Also,
It's a rope, not a rubber band.
I was trying to treat it like a rubber band. It's not my fine. I'm on the front of his knee. I don't care. I'm on his belly button.
Ready?
It's
3 makes
doesn't really
uh,
matter at this point.
2 plus
before either of us forget, Dan,
2
our
is
units need to
20 though.
attack. I
Yeah,
forgot
but
to
roll
move
for
my
his
pikeman
archers.
to attack.
My archers already attacked this turn.
My
Yeah.
pikeman roll of 14.
They don't hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're there. Now that we've clarified that whole conundrum. Roll a strength check since you're holding on by your sword, Sarah.
A 10.
Didn't really do what I wanted it to.
I have it. I done.
There we go.
2.
Okay, so he turns around to face
You
Drucilla.
suplex him?
No, he turned around to face Drucilla. Ran away. Sarah manages to hold on to the grip of her sword, but barely. The sword kind of slides down a little bit, but gets stuck in the the armor, so you don't really fall out, but you're not really feeling too good right now. Having, I want to word this. Words escape my brain. Okay.
Having decided that this battle is beneath him, he decides to walk on towards greener pastures, away from here, peacefully.
You wish. Okay, so since Sarah is now kind of like dangling by his armor, he doesn't even realize that she's there versus when she was standing on him and he could see her. So he's going to take both his actions to attack Drucilla, figuring that Sarah got flung off when he moved. Because he's not the brightest bulb in the shed.
No,
A 10 and a 9. I imagine they both missed.
they do. They both miss.
He kind of like does horizontal sweeps of his axe, and Drusilla, cowering in fear, manages to duck both of them.
Ha! Ha! That was on purpose.
Drusilla, it's your turn.
I stand back up on my feet after ducking both those swings, and with my shocking grasp still imbued, I swing all 4 times. Hopefully, not too perturbed.
20 hits, but none of the other ones.
Even with his exhaustion?
Mhm. A
Okay.
16 and a 17 are nowhere near enough to hit him.
D10. Oh, D8 plus 3. Okay, nat 20. That's just double base roll?
Yep.
Is that double spell damage?
Nope.
Okay,
Not
well.
unless you were specifically rolling for the spell.
Oh, I typed in the wrong thing again. /R D8.
E18.
Okay, so
So 4 plus 3, so 7 damage.
for the basic sword damage, and then my shock and grasp imbue is
Wait, what's a D18 plus 3?
He rolled a D18 instead of a D8.
11 shocking damage. And then Pikeman. Pikeman.
Oh, hey, the guy's upside down.
Pikeman failed.
Paying attention to the dashboard.
That's why I thought you suplexed him.
No, I flipped him, so he's facing Drusilla.
No, he's like reverse standing on me.
Facing Drusilla.
Sure.
Anyway, okay. So I know technically it's Sarah's turn, but certain something just happened, so I'm gonna have to interrupt your turn. Everybody make a. Well, Sarah, you're holding on by a sword handle, so make a strength check. Drusilla, make an agility check.
An 8.
Okay. And a 12. Neither one. Okay, so he lets out a bellow, like just nothing. Those roars he's been doing; those are like half of what he just does. Just screams, and his entire frost armor shell explodes outwards. Drusilla, you get thrown back to yeah. Why do you have minus 71 health?
Because I took a shit ton of damage.
Wouldn't you have normal health? Anyway, sorry. And Sarah, you get flung to here.
Upside down. He's upside down. Why? Like that here?
And you both
Here.
take 10 damage.
Okay, here, let me rectify that.
Oh, we have a thunderstorm. That's
There, I have 9 health left.
Okay. What?
Why is that guy upside down?
Because I flipped him so he could face Drusilla.
See, I was asking
Okay.
the same thing. Like, that normally means they're dead.
And 12 MP.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
Did you
So
hear
at
that?
this point, yeah, I heard. He's basically screwed.
No, the thunder.
Oh, no, I did
It
not.
made my dog jump.
Nice. Okay, so like I said, sorry to interrupt your turn, but he hit a point. So Sarah, it is your turn.
Okay, so I got flung off. Is the rope still on there?
Your rope is still hanging from his shoulder. You're not holding it, and your
I
short
assume.
sword is like, you know, in his cloth armor above his belt.
Um, okay, because kind of I've invested too much time in this as it is. Do my archers get attack?
They can attack.
Wow.
They attack poorly.
I don't even know I'm trying this because I haven't landed anything yet. Uh really. Maybe one thing, but since I'm here, I want to sprint and use my momentum to jump, catch the rope, and try to swing up to where I was or to his shoulder or something of that nature.
Roll agility, and we can decide results upon what you get.
Wow.
Yeah, you really did get cursed today, man. You have horrible rolls.
Donnie, what'd you
You
do to me?
Uh,
I
yeah.
saw that was
You
his
know,
double net 20 in one roll.
in all fairness, Drucilla is carrying this battle right now. Um, after some beginning damage, you've been pretty much like boning it. Anyway, to go with it, you didn't roll in that one, but you didn't roll high to do really anything. So I will give you an option. You can grab the rope and kind of like dangle from it, which is behind him because it's in the back of his shoulder, or you can miss the rope and just kind of like jump past him a little bit. You rolled mediocre, so I'll give you the choice.
I'll jump past him.
Okay. Bam. Yeah, but can we talk about it after Daddy's done with D&D? He'll be done pretty soon, but these two are almost dead.
say that. We'll finish this battle.
I'm gonna kill Drusilla. I'm gonna mark her.
How are
She's
you
gonna
going
get
to do
marked.
that? I'm behind a tree.
Anyway, you still have two basic actions, Sarah. So, do you want to attack him?
Sorry, I just got a tornado warning on my phone.
Tornado. I remember when my stepdad at the time got really, really drunk and made me sit out on the porch of our trailer and watch the tornado go by when I lived out in Prairie, and I almost pooped my pants.
That's love right there.
Yeah, totally almost pooped my pants. And by almost, I mean I think I actually did poop my pants. I was like 6,
Yeah,
staring at a
tornadoes are
tornado.
freaking scary. I watched that tornado movie with Bruce Campbell, and that shit petrified me.
Yeah,
No, like an actual turn. Yeah.
yeah. No, it was a real tornado.
I need to see if I actually have to like leave or not.
Oh, really?
I said tornado warning.
A map. Daddy.
Is the warning the one where it's actually there?
Yeah, the watch is when you have weather. The warning is when it's actually there.
Oh.
And I'm hearing the alarms go off right now, so
I
I'm trying to
will
see if
make the map when I do it with you.
Not today.
do you hear those go off?
Thought I heard something. It wasn't from outside my house. Must have been something I was catching from your speakers.
Yeah, that's the tornado warning right now.
I heard it there for a second when you were talking.
Oh, did my mic automatically cut it out then?
You kind of hear it in the background only when you're talking.
Yeah, so I have a noise gate on my
Yeah.
mic, so it only pick it up while I'm talking. Hang on, here.
Yeah, you did kind of move into the tornado area, the central tornado belt thingy.
That's farther west.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I stand corrected.
Um. In St. Louis. Da, 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 da. Hazard, damaging tornado, source, radar confirmed tornado. And where the hell is that? Oh, that's cool.
What? Seriously, what's cool about a tornado?
Oh no, that's just the county, I think. Yeah, it's pretty much directly southwest of me.
Is the question.
Huh?
Which way is it moving? Is the question.
Weather moves northeast by default.
Are you going to push the buttons?
I'm entirely sure that's how weather works.
I mean, the weather moves east or west to east, mostly to the north.
The jet stream above us, which affects it.
So that's cool.
So, like, seriously, I already asked, what's cool about this?
It's Rick got you. Ah.
What's cool about it? There's apparently like 4 or 5 tornadoes like west of me, about like 15 miles.
That's not cool. It sucks.
Ay.
Yeah, okay. It was the tornado located in a town that is hang on. Where's Okay, it's located around a town that's I don't even know how to measure distance on here. It's southwest of me. Actually kind of directly southwest, and it's moving east at 50 miles an hour.
That's not cool at all. Are you gonna be okay?
I mean, I either will be or my glass will get blown in. Actually, I have my windows open, so I'm on like if it passed my building, then I would feel it. But it would have to like go through my building. I don't know. I could
Are you
just run.
feeling good enough to continue?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm good. Okay, sorry. Is it my turn?
You have 2 attacks. You already tried moving, so we're just waiting on your attacks.
Oh. uh okay, yeah.
Don't forget your archers.
I already did.
You already rolled for them.
Then I will just shoot a whole bunch of arrows at it. Eight, 23, 25, unnatural 20, 21, 15. That one.
4 of those hit.
Um, 24 damage.
At this point, it's monster's turn. Having just sacrificed its frost armor. It just took. Sorry.
No way it knows
Long
where.
work week.
There's no
It
way it
just
knows.
took a bunch of arrows to the side.
It's pouring out, dude.
Faces Sarah.
It's looking at Sarah.
Unnatural 20 and a 21. I'm imagining both of those hit.
Nope, nope, nope. No way in hell. Yeah, they do.
No way in hell. Not in a snowball's chance.
2 damage. Got it.
You rolled it wrong.
I see it. I see a 2 there. That's
You totally do see it too there. You take 15 regular damage. And 20. Wow. Unlucky. 2 full-on 6s. 20 frost damage.
Your tiger been this battle?
No.
I haven't used my tiger while we were in town. They don't want to scare the folks.
We're not in town.
Okay. Now, before we get into Drucilla's turn, at this point, we have hit another timer I set. Oh, excuse me. And I'm looking for them because I don't know why, but I don't. So we're just gonna take 2 pikemen. Bam and bam. And these 2 pikemen are special. One of them, this one, is Firelight. This one is Bylord. They see, they see Drucilla leaning against a tree, like bleeding out of many orifices. Sarah looks to be, okay, but not great, having just taken a pretty decent wallop. Bylorn, the one on the left, shouts to Sarah and goes, "How you doing? Our side's all done, but we heard you guys over here making a ruckus."
Yeah. Drusilla got bit off more than she could chew.
And you hear from the other side of the frost giant, Firelight kind of chuckles and goes, "Yeah, that girl will do anything to prove she's stronger than she thinks she is. If
Uh,
only she just accepted who she was." With,
I think she's kind of falling over, about to be dead. So.
they can see her and they both go, "Yeah, yeah, she looks like she's not doing so great. Um, do you want us to step in, or do you got this? Out of the two of you, you're probably in the best shape."
Ah, the more the merrier. Let's get this thing. I've been trying to climb it, hoping that would do something, but I'm just not feeling it right now. I must be under the weather.
Do I gotta say?
No, you're leaning against a tree, bleeding out of pretty much every orifice you have.
Okay, I'm pretty much passing out.
Yeah, pretty much. Um, Farlight goes, "Well, if you'd stop running around the city making potions on top of the inn and sleep like a regular person," she says with a smile. But as she's saying this, she charges up behind it, wielding up her mace with a big ass fucking rock on the end of her mace now. She clobbers it into the back of the giant's knee. The giant goes down on one knee. And Bylorn goes, "I'm going to use you for a lift." And then jumps off your shoulders,
Can
lands
I
on its head, and puts
wait? Can I like help spring him?
sure if you want.
Like I'm not like I'm a willing participant here. Like, can I?
Okay.
Okay.
So as he jumps, as he shouts that he's going to use you for a lift, he goes to jump, and you kind of like put a little extra oomph in with your legs, trying to be a helpful person. He gets to the top, and he puts his sword into the back of its neck and like severs its spine. And he goes, "I imagine that's what you were trying to do, isn't it?" And he kind of smiles down at you.
I kind of want to joke. I'm like, yeah, I didn't get to see those rolls that you did. Just kidding.
That's
Yeah,
totally meta.
that's about it. I just, like I said, I'm not feeling it, and you better watch it. Um, Firelight, and I throw her a potion. Yeah, I'm gonna throw one to her.
Yeah, what kind of potion are you throwing?
Health potion.
Why?
Because
Okay. You throw her a health potion. She looks at you kind of curious. She goes, "Well, thanks." Puts it in the
courtesy
pouch.
of the roof of the inn.
Oh, okay. I get it now. Okay, sorry. That went over my head.
You're the one who brought it up.
Yeah, yep. Totally went over my head. My own comment. I gotcha. She smiles and laughs. And then she
puppy.
kind of like heads over to where Drucilla's laying on the floor, bleeding, and goes, "How you doing, girl?"
So bad. I softened up for you, didn't you see?
And she just smiles and goes, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, that's okay." And then she like throws you over one shoulder, and the two of you head back. Bam, bam. Now, okay, so I mean it's still early, so we can do the role playing if you want, or we can do the role playing and the starting of the next quest all in the next week. What do you guys
Let's
want to do?
right now, man. Hey, let's get right into it.
Well, you're like bleeding out and unconscious. Um, so I'm more so asking Sarah. If she is interested in doing a little bit of role playing, or if we just want to call it.
I mean, I could if anything happens after run. I could roleplay.
Okay.
I was just trying to
Uh,
look to see like
that's kind of why I was asking because the whole tornado, everything. It's up to you.
oh, I see lightning and I don't see clouds above me yet. But then again, I am facing east. So
Yeah, it might make it a little bit difficult.
I mean, I'm fine.
Okay.
I have places up here I can hide. So like if something happens, I don't have to run to like the basement. I can just run to like my bathroom
Where's Katie?
in Wisconsin, where I was supposed to be. Except I've been sick for the last week and a half.
Oh, okay. Um. Okay. So, Bylorn comes down, kind of like climbs down, pulls your sword out of his belly as he's on his way down, and gives it to you. He goes, "Ah, you two did a good number on this thing. Don't think we came in and saved your butts. You guys might have killed him, but like I said, we finished our wave. And nothing was coming." Kind of like
Yeah,
joking around with you.
I go, yeah. Our wave kind of disappeared like after 5 minutes, and then this guy showed up. We're like, oh, you couldn't just been like a nice wave of like 4 different groups or 6 different groups of like fodder. You had to throw in a boss.
He laughs and he goes, "We did tell you, girls, that the more we fight, the harder the waves get. Next wave, I wouldn't be surprised if there was something even bigger or more of this guy. That's why we kind of gave up the fight. We couldn't keep up with the monsters that were coming." And as you guys are talking, you notice that the fog that hid the army in the beginning kind of like starts rolling in slowly. It doesn't cover all the way up to what I covered right away, but you can see it slowly rolling in into the trees again, covering up the trees as you
I,
guys talk.
I
Hey,
kind of cough.
did someone get Drucilla, or is she gonna get taken by the fog?
Firelight picked her up.
Is is that another one? I cough.
Mm, Firelight doesn't looks around. She goes, "I don't see another one."
I just lower my head back down to her shoulder. I was talking about that fog that was rolling in.
Yeah, I know. You figured it was another wave, but no, she doesn't see anything. Okay. Bylord starts seeing the fog roll in as well. And he's kind of like he spots, Sarah tosses some bottles back into her pouch, but goes, I know you guys are probably interested to loot this giant, but with that fog rolling back in, we should probably get back behind the walls.
Um, why can't we do both? As I start to walk towards the giant.
Because if you want to take the time to stand out here and wait for it, be my guest, girl, but I'm going back behind the walls. I don't know what could be behind that fog.
Okay, can I? Oh.
Sorry, I have
Hold
to move
up.
tokens. Just moving tokens.
Yeah, but before he runs away, can I grab like the arrow with the rope and hand him the other hand side of the rope?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna hand him the one side of the rope, tie the other end of the rope to me, be like, here. If you feel tension, give it a couple. Start pulling.
And he goes, okay, so I'll do my best. And
Um,
he retreats.
and I want to look. I'm not necessarily looking for riches or whatever. If I find some, sure, I'll take it. But I
Yep,
want to look
roll
to see what if I can figure out where it's coming from.
cross giant.
Yeah.
Roll. You should. You have like a knowledge nature, don't you?
Uh, in Pathfinder, probably.
You probably did when we did Pathfinder. Roll a knowledge check with. I'll give you advantage. So roll 2 and take the highest.
What's knowledge?
Uh, Intelligence or wisdom or whatever my magical stat is. Intelligence.
You took away wisdom.
I combined them into one.
You
I
took
find
away
there to
wisdom.
be. I find there to be no point to have 2 magic skills. Okay, so you got a 22, which is pretty good. You can see
Wait. Are you saying wisdom is the same as intelligence?
in reality, no. In my
Okay.
game, yes.
Okay.
Um,
That's fair then. That's fair.
anyway, you rolled a 22, which is actually really good. So you can tell by the type of fur around its boots and the leather of its cloth that it obviously comes from a mountain range because this is like ram fur and mountain critters. I don't really know many mountain critters besides rams, so forester it up. Anyway, so you can tell he comes from the mountains. You can't really tell what direction he came from. You do know that your entire continent is surrounded by mountains and oceans. So you can go either west or north and you'll eventually hit a mountain.
Yes.
Do you want to look for
Um.
loot as well or just
Whew, that's some thunder.
Yeah, it's fucking pouring out right now. All right. Where's we even have notes on here?
yeah, there should be a note section.
Okay. So crossed giant info. What was it again?
Comes from the mountains.
From the mountain.
You don't know which mountain
Anything
because
else?
there's a lot of them. Not unless you're gonna look for some loot as well.
Yeah, I'll look for loot if I have time.
Okay. So roll your loot check. So it's just a d20.
18.
And then on top of that, now roll. How do I want to do this? This is going to be like a feeling. So I'm going to have you do charisma to see if you manage to get the feeling. Roll a charisma check.
Hey, buddy. 10.
Okay. So you managed to find, this pouch, big ass pouch, about the size of your fist. You don't, buddy. On his belt. But as you're going to, like cut it off his belt and take it and see what's inside of it, you don't really notice until holy shit, that's loud.
Yeah.
Um, can I continue, or are you going somewhere?
I mean you're fine. It's just it's starting to rain quite a lot now.
So as you're going to cut it off with your knife and take it and go through it, uh, you don't really feel, but you get an inkling, and you now have a choice. You can choose to follow this inkling and pull on the rope, or ignore it for the fat sack of loot in front of you.
So the rope that's tied to my body is being pulled.
No, you have like this tiny inkling. It's nothing like you don't have a danger sense going off. You don't have big warning lights flaring, but you feel like there's something that's about to happen. You don't know what. So you can choose to either pull on the rope, have Bylorn pull you back behind the walls, or continue to try to get this fat sack of loot that you see in front of you.
Can I do both?
No, one or the other.
I'm gonna go for the loot.
Okay. Roll agility.
That one.
Okay. So as you're going for the loop, you're ignoring the little sense you got in the back of your head. You're like, it's probably nothing. You just got a big battle. Maybe it's adrenaline. You don't know. You go to cut off the loot sack, but as you're going in with your dagger to cut it off, the shadows actually encompass everything up to the wall, and you can now. It's pitch black. Um, and before you even have a chance to move, you feel yourself being like pulled, and you get pulled to here, and you also feel the rope at your hip going slack.
I get pulled
And
away from it. And pretty much lost my exit.
yeah, but you do still have the loot sack in your hand. But
Oh.
you hear this sinister voice in your ear. You can't see anything. You can kind of hear Bylorn and Firelight shouting, like, "Where'd you go?" You know, they're worried about your shit because you just disappeared. Um, but you hear this sinister voice in your ear. I'm going to type this message, um, and
To prevent
then
madness.
yes, as to prevent meta-ness from our most meta of meta. At which point
Who could that be?
I would, for podcast sake, after we end this session, if our podcast manager, Bork, would be willing to tell the fans, by the time it actually gets published, our meta person won't be able to be meta anyway. That's just how I want to put it.
Well, you
If
guys,
that's possible. So,
Okay. Um, whenever I get that.
yeah, I'm working on typing it right now.
So yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I haven't seen a tornado in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, it went from I could see stuff outside to now. Imagine fog, except it's rain.
are you really all that eager to see one right now?
I'm trying to get my camera to
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
work. I put it on video.
I slept through a tornado one time that passed through my house. All the trees surrounding my house were knocked over. I think a house got demolished. There was a tree blocking the street. My house was untouched somehow, even though all this crap happened around it.
Like I need it. I just need proof of what's going on, and I can't. I don't know how video works in this camera apparently.
To keep it going, you can read that, and then please again after we sign off, you can then proceed
Hey,
to tell
don't
the
be
podcast.
biting my hair. Yeah, I'll once Donnie leaves the call, I'll read it so that way we can
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
see.
But at that point, after that little conversation happens, the fog clears away. But when the fog clears away, the giant corpse is also gone. And all the corpses of the minions that fought, even the ones that got thrown through the wall, they all kind of disappeared when the smoke and the fog cleared.
Tell me what you gain coherent consciousness.
You will gain coherent consciousness on our next session because that is all I have for right now.
Ah,
I have to do some more planning that I don't have done and propose some options for you guys to follow. And I don't have that done. So I literally got nothing else for today. To sum up this fine episode, the guys fought bravely. Drucilla got her ass kicked. Sarah almost got her ass kicked. The only reason she didn't was she was jumping around like a roach. Um, and then they were saved
Excellent.
by the fearless big three of the town. And Sarah, being greedy, got pulled into the shadows for a secret conversation that will be shared with the podcasters upon a later time. Uh, call it there because I have no more ideas for what to do. That about sum it up?
That
forgot
sounds
all
good to
the,
me.
you forgot all the asses I kicked.
Talked about you getting your ass kicked. Talked about that very clearly.
I kicked a whole
Oh,
bunch of myself.
I served a whole bunch of ass up on a silver platter.
Okay, so yeah, call it there for the night. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know it wasn't our greatest of sessions, but I think it was a pretty cool battle.
Boss battles are always cool. I liked it.
No, it was good. It was good. Um, I'm trying to figure out what to do. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Dude seemed a little OP, but that is what it is.
I can go into a little meta about it since Sarah's being a little bit of a butthurt. He had an AC of 20 before his frost armor and an AC of 21 after his frost armor. So even though I said missed, you could evaluate it simply as it bounced off his armor or his naturally tough skin,
Ray of exhaustion.
which dropped it. Yeah, it dropped it to 19.
Okay. No, it was fun. I'm gonna let you go because Katie's this is third time in a row she's calling me. So apparently she got the message and she's not enjoying the party right now because she's worried about me. So
Yeah. Talk to you guys later.
see you guys.
See ya.
And then I'll read off what Gnome Face said. Did you do your recap already? Or
Yes,
your
it did.
okay? Your closing arguments.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
Later.
See you guys.
See ya.
Hey everyone, Fork is back here to close out this episode. The man bear gave me a message from me just sticking back and finding something in the fog. So I'm gonna read it to you now, just so Donnie, it doesn't spoil Donnie's opinion or whatever. So here we go. He says, or the person in the fog says, I am either your death or your salvation. Make your choice. When the next raid comes, you fools won't be able to withstand what I send at that time. You can either join my side and betray Golden Hill, or fight for those worthless peons and die at their side. This is very interesting to me on what the man bear is planning. Stay tuned to find out what Sarah's decision is. See ya.